So today's video is going to be focused on putting in a mod that uses the center console space here for my iPhone, my iPad, and my GoPro. All right, so I spent a lot of time looking at different videos and different mods. The one video creator that I watched a great deal was Dirt Road Cred, which is a great Jeep channel. So I watched them, and the product that they used I thought was really good. But I ended up buying this product, which is a WXRYLN dash holder, and I just got it the other day. So let's go ahead and unbox this. All right, so if we come in here, what we've got is business cards, looks like attachment instructions, and then the instructions for the installation. And as you can see here, all the package contents. Yeah. And then a business card. Take off the top here, and we actually have the main mounting plate, which looks like it's going to fit perfectly in the space I have in the Jeep. So we'll get into that in just a minute. And then we've got the phone mount with a nice little American flag in there. And then we got different attachments, which are all part of the mounting system. All right, taking off the top cover, we have tools. That's always nice when they come with tools. All right. And then we have the iPad mount, which is substantially larger. And then we have a different, other different attachments here that go for the iPad mount, I believe, and some of the attachments for the arms for the iPhone, or for the phone, your phone, and for the GoPro. Let's see here if they have that one attachment. I need to take my little ducky off, the only duck I've gotten so far. And then I'm going to take the centerpiece out, and it is removable by just lifting it up like this. And it just comes out. And so in the space, it looks like we got more than enough room for the attachment here, but we'll see in just a minute. Those bolts need to come out as well, and it looks like those are pretty easily removed. All right, I need to get into a better position so I can remove those screws. So, because I can't really get right up in there. Okay. Really don't even know if I'm unscrewing it or not. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, so far back. All right, we got one screw out. All right, got the other screw out. Okay, and now we're going to install the dash mount, which fits in there beautifully. Well, I'm partially in. All right, that one's in. Okay, they're both in there. It looks like they're seated very nicely. That looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to put in the attachment bracket. In the attachment bracket, you have to open up right here with this handy dandy ratchet, and you just put it in here and unscrew it. And so you get a little bit of a lip here, and then that squeezes in to the hole, and then it allows you to position it wherever you want it. Now for me, I'm going to position it, I think I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to go up to this rung here, and then I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down, so that way I can put, this is where my iPhone's going to mount, so I just want to make sure it's nice and tight. All right, so we're just tightening this this attachment down. All right, let's go ahead and put the phone mount on. And I attached the phone bracing already, and you want to make sure the American flag is standing up. And we're going to go ahead and just put this on and screw it in here. And what you can do now is you can position it so that it's going to be positioned appropriate for you and how you want your phone to look in the mount. So tighten that up nice and tight. And now we've got the phone stand. And then, of course, you can move this around. It can be vertical, it can be horizontal. And then down here is another bolt to tighten it up. So I'm gonna have to get some video with my GoPro or my other iPhone to show you what it looks like in the mount. But we're gonna be taking it out for a ride afterwards to see how stable it is. And you know Jeeps, they're notoriously bouncy vehicles, so we'll see how well it sticks. There we go, yay. All right, this is gonna be for the GoPro. So I'll get this. All right, this next one, or this last one, is for the iPad mount. And I really want this one to be over far enough so that it doesn't crowd my GoPro or my phone. All right, so for the final installation, we have our phone holder, we've got the GoPro, and we've got the iPad holder. Now this can be repositioned, reconfigured. What I like about this is how flexible they are in their positioning. So this looks really good. I'll show you what it's like when we get on the road and I have all of this equipment hooked up. Guys, so I want to show you what this looks like. This is actually a pretty cool setup. And I think it's going to work really well, especially if I decide I want to take my office on the road with the iPad. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're driving. So this video may have created some questions about specifically the Jeep Wrangler dash mount. And I wanted to address some of those questions for you. So let's get into that right now. What are the benefits of using a center-mounted dashboard setup for the Jeep Wrangler? Well, that's a really good question. As you know, the Jeep dashboard is really very small, and between the windows and the actual dash itself, it's a pretty tiny space. So having the ability to put a center dashboard in there so that you can mount your iPhone, you can mount your GoPro or whatever action camera you may have, and also your iPad. You could do an iPad mini or you could do a full 11-inch iPad. It's up to you. The benefit to that, to me anyway, is that it provides a central location for everything. Is drilling or making holes in your Jeep dash required? And the answer is no. You don't have to drill. All you're using for this particular mount, and I would encourage you to get a mount that uses the existing screw holes and screws. That's just my opinion. But in this one particularly, I used the existing screws and just put the mount right in there with the existing hardware. Can this mount hold the iPad, GoPro, and iPhone securely in off-roading? That's a really good question. I'm not an off-roader. I don't use my Jeep for off-roading at this point, but I can tell you this thing is really, really strong. And I just got back from a 120-mile round trip in the Jeep using this equipment, and I didn't have any problems. Nothing moved. Everything was in good shape. Now, it depends on your iPad too, though, on the iPad setup. I think the iPad mount is incredibly strong, and it held I have an 11-inch iPad, and it held it perfectly in place. So I didn't have any issues with it. Now, clearly on regular roads, back roads, highways, I didn't have any problem with it. It's worked very well for me. Here's another question I think a lot of viewers will ask, and that is, does the dash mount itself block visibility or interfere with any of the specific controls? And the answer to that for me is no. I was really concerned that the mount may have some issues getting the either the iPhone or the iPad cold because of the air conditioner flow. But both items are out of the flow of the air conditioner, so they're not getting too cold. The other thing is they do not block visibility or the controls. I can reach all the controls without any problem, and it's worked out right now for me very well. And then the last question is, what are the best accessories to pair with the Jeep dashboard mount? Well, I bought the mount because I have a GoPro. As a content creator, I have a GoPro, and I wanted to make sure that I had a space in the Jeep for the GoPro. I also do a lot of recording on my iPhone, and I wanted to make sure that I had an iPhone mount. With the new mount now, I can adjust the position of the iPhone. I can plug in my CarPlay connections, and everything works really good. It was really nice to have the phone mount at a location that I could see and not really take my eyes off the road, and it didn't block anything. Listen, as you watch the video, if you have any questions, please put your questions in the comments. I'm very happy to tell you about my experience. I'm also going to link the product that I purchased from Amazon in the description as well. All right, that's going to end it for this video, but I want to thank you all for stopping by the channel and for watching the video. Please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Definitely subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.